Good morning, students of class 9. Today we are going to learn a new poem. And the name of the poem is The Duck and the Kangaroo. The Duck and the Kangaroo. Okay? So it is written by a poet named Edward Lear. Edward Lear. Here we are going to cover the five concepts. Reading of poem, paraphrasing of poem, point number 2. Point number 3, word meaning, as how I am going to explain you. Then comprehension or notes, and then we come to the literary skills or writing skills or literary devices. Okay, then it may be hot lot, value based, or even it will be a grammatical part. Okay, so let's start with the new poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo. Let's know about it. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you ho. Good gracious, how you ho. So now the duck speaks to the kangaroo. Okay, good gracious means most graceful you are. You are very lucky. You hop, you jump. Is it not? You hop means you jump from place to place, run on the land, even to the water side, etc. And over the fields and the water too. You run from the field and even from the water also. But I am not like you. And as if you never would stop. And no one is there to stop you. You will never stop. If you make your mind, you keep on running from place to place. And my life is bore in the nasty pond, but I, staying in this nasty pond, this dirty pond, my life is boring. No any kind of a change in my life. And I long to go out in the world beyond. And I am expecting that to go to a tour of the world. I want to see the different parts of the earth. And I wish I could hop like you. And I am also expecting that or desired. If I would have hopped like you, I would have traveled the earth. Said the duck to the kangaroo. This is how the poor duck says to the kangaroo. Now what are the word meanings here? Good gracious, a very graceful or a lucky. Hop to jump, nasty, dirty, bore, interestless, long, wish much. Wish much. Let's know about the question answers on para number 1. How does the duck speak to the kangaroo? Okay, the duck speaks to the kangaroo most respectfully, with a respect. How does the duck look at the kangaroo jumping? The duck looks at the kangaroo jumping over the fields and water as never ending. What is the duck's desire? The duck wishes she could hop like him, means run and jump like him. Give the meaning of hop. Hop means jump. Okay. Para number 2. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now the duck says, if you don't mind, will you take me on your back and take me for a long ride or a tour? I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack. I will sit calmly, quietly without disturbing rather than saying quack, quack. Okay? The whole of the long day through and the whole day long I will be sitting and you can take me to the world tour. World tour or to the long ride. And we would go to the D and the Jelly Boli. These are the, what you can say, assuming places. A place named D, Jelly Boli. So this is created place, okay? Okay, so these are the name of the places, created one, imaginary. Over the land and over the sea. Oh, we can go to the land also and we can go to the sea also. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. So will you take me please on your back and ride me to the world tour? So this was asked or said by the duck to the kangaroo. Let's know the word meaning. Quack, sound of a duck. Take me a ride, to give me a ride. Okay, to give me a ride. Let's see the question answers. What did the duck request the kangaroo for? The duck requested the kangaroo for a ride. What shall the duck do the whole day? The duck would quack the whole day. Quack, quack, quack. How did the duck request the kangaroo? How do you know? She requested the kangaroo very much. It is seen in her repeating the request for a ride. Requesting for a ride. Okay. Give the rhyme scheme used in this stanza. A, B, A, B, C, C, D. Now how A, B? Quack, quack. Kangaroo, through. Lee, C. Do, kangaroo. Okay. So this is how you can find about the rhyming scheme. A, B, C, C, D, D. Okay. Then para number next 3. Said the kangaroo to the duck. Now the kangaroo speaks. What happens? This requires some little reflection. I need some time to think on it. Okay? Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. And if I take you for a long journey, it may bring some luck for me also, something in my life also. And there seems but one objection, but there is one condition or objection with you. What is that? Which is, if you will let me speak so bold. So please don't mind, I would like to speak clearly. Okay, without hesitation, says kangaroo. To whom? To the duck. Your feet are unpleasant, wet and cold. Your feet smells badly and they are wet and cold in the water. And would probably give me the rheumatis, said the kangaroo, and it may bring me a rheumatis. Rheumatis is a skin disease, irritating skin infection and all. If you sit on my back. Who said? Said the kangaroo. Let's see the word meanings. Reflection, thought. Give me time to think, thought. Unpleasantly, sadly. Probably, possibly, may bring me a luck, possibly. Rheumatis, humorously cold, or a skin disease which happens. What is this in the second line here? This here means giving the duck a ride. Giving a duck a ride. He is thinking whether to take a duck on a back to ride. What is the objection from the kangaroo? It is that the duck's feet are very wet and cold, also dirty. How would the kangaroo like to speak? The kangaroo would like to speak boldly, clearly and boldly. What will the kangaroo have in the end? He will have cold and also may happen rheumatis. This is all about para number 3. Let us come to the para number 4 now. Said the duck, as I sat on the rock, I have thought over that completely. So the duck is telling, don't mind, I was sitting on the rock and I have thought carefully about my feet. And I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted means woolen socks, which fit my web feet neatly, and my feet are web. Web means like more gap and fingers, which is having a big part. So that will be covered in my socks. Okay. And to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak. And to keep out from cold, I have also brought a cloak. Cloak means woolen clothes. And every day a cigar I will smoke. And every day to keep my body warm, what I will do? I will also smoke a cigar, says the duck. How nice, enjoying, no? All to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. So whatever you say, my dear, I will follow you, my love kangaroo. So this is how the love is shown from the duck on kangaroo. Let's see the word meaning. Worsted socks, woolen socks. Webbed feet which are webbed. Okay. Neatly, here completely. Cloak, outer clothes made of woolen. Question 1. When did the duck think over that? What is that? When the duck sat on the rocks, she thought over that here is her request for a ride. Why did the duck buy socks? She bought these to protect her feet from cold. What for did she buy a cloak and other things? She bought all this for the love of kangaroo to keep her body warm. Then, give the meaning of neatly. Here it means completely. Neatly, completely, as per the poem. Coming to the next paragraph. Okay? And maybe the last para. Said the kangaroo, I am ready. Oh, the kangaroo gets ready. Very good friendship is shown. All in the moonlight trail. Moonlight trail in the night. Moonlight is there. And in the moonlight trail, kangaroo taking the duck. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady. So if you want to balance me, sit very steady. And at the end of my tail, let's see. And quiet at the end of my tail. And sit quietly at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound. And this is how they went with a hop and a bound. Bound with a no limit. Jumping, running, crossing the river, water, land, etc. And they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And this is how they went on running, walking, jumping. And 3 times touring was done to the world. World tour was done 3 times by the both friends. And turned into mate in the love. And who is so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo. And who is so happy on the earth now? Like the duck and the kangaroo. They are the only two. The pair is happy on the earth. Okay, this is all about the friendship and the fellow feelings among each other, which is shown. Tail yellow. Yellow, who is yellow? That is the kangaroo. Steady, firm, sitting firmly. Bound, jumping. Okay. How did the kangaroo react? The kangaroo reacted saying that he was ready, but the duck should sit steady to balance him well. Where did the kangaroo ask the duck to sit? The kangaroo asked the duck to sit quietly at the end of his tail to balance him well. What is the rhyming scheme of the stanza? The rhyming scheme of the stanza is A B C C D. Let's know the rhyming scheme. Ready, steady, tail, bound, round, who, kangaroo. So this is all about A B C D. Okay, question last. Give the meaning of steady. It means still, without moving or not moving. This is all about your poem with question answers and rhyming scheme as well as the paraphrasing of the poem. Lastly, we are coming to the last one, that is a value-based questions. Value-based question. Do you think that the duck and the kangaroo are best friends? Yes. What are the qualities which the best friends are supposed to have? ಎಂತ ಗುಣಗಳು ಇರಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನೋ. The duck and the kangaroo appear to be the best friends. Kangaroo agrees to take the duck around the world on his back. The duck buys worsted socks to keep his pet dry and warm. Thus, these two friends show consideration for each other. They have respect to each other. There is no doubt that this mutual consideration is at the root of all friendship. So, if this consideration is found from the root of the friendship will never get exploited into enmity. Okay. Each of us has some special quality and it is a pleasure to use it for the benefit of those whom we love and admire. So this is how some special qualities are required and it is a pleasure to use it for the benefit of those whom we love and admire. So those whom we love and admire, that should be there. The qualities of friendship. Love, respect, everything. Ideal friends have full faith in each other. So we should have faith in each other and are not beguiled when someone else tries to create a breach between them. And we should not get what you can say fickle-minded or what you can say fluctuations. If someone wants to break our friendship, we should not immediately turn to him and say, oh, this is there, that is there. Okay, no. We should have a firm faith in our what you can say friendship. Okay, we should not be a fickle-minded. Okay, this is how all about your value-based question. Also, I hope you understood the poem "The Duck and the Kangaroo," and please go refer the poem, word notes, as well as the summary of the poem and notes of the poem. Okay, by this we conclude for here today's class. We'll see you in the next class. See you then. Bye bye. Thank you. Take care.